everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Njue, and you know I'm passionate about proposal writing. So if you are new here we talk about proposals. I have a mission, and my mission is to empower people working for nonprofits and the founders of nonprofits to attract donor funding. And I do this by equipping you with the skills that you need to write award-winning proposals, and also providing you with a lot of resources that you need in your journey, so that you may be able to impact more people and reach more people with your work, and most importantly achieve your objectives. So welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you must be clear on before you start writing your proposal. What you need to be very clear on before you can say I'm good. Now I can start writing my proposal. So let us look at those 5 things that you need to be very clear on, and with clear understanding, so that you can be able to write good proposals. Number one, before you start writing your proposal, please make sure that you meet all the donor requirements. Please make sure you meet, I repeat, make sure you meet all the donor requirements. It is very unfortunate for you to start writing a proposal and then midway you realize that you are not qualified or you are not eligible for that call for proposal. So the first step is always to determine that actually you do qualify for this certain call for proposal. How do you do this? We do this by reading and rereading the proposal guidelines. The call for proposal has all the information you need. Please take your time, read, understand, and summarize. And I have a tool that I have developed which actually give out for free. I'm going to be leaving a link where you can easily access it, called a planning tool. It helps you to extract the information that you need from the call for proposal in a simpler manner. It helps you to identify all the requirements, all the documents that probably you are required to submit to this particular donor. So ensure you do this, take your time and determine that actually you are eligible, so that you do not waste time writing proposals that are not going to be reviewed. Remember, proposals cost time, money, and energy. So you want to use your resources well. So make sure first you review. And I know this sounds very obvious, but it is not obvious. I have seen it. I have seen people respond to proposals that are actually they do not qualify at all. So please take your time, read the donor requirements. Number two, be clear about the problem that you want to address. The source of our proposals, or the foundation of our proposals, must be our problem. What is this problem that we want to really address in the community? So if you cannot be able to articulate your problem clearly, then it is going to be very hard for you to start writing. You need to be clear, absolutely clear. And what I mean by clear here is specific. You need to understand your problem well, the specific causes of your problem, the consequences of the problem, the significance of your problem. Take your time and research. If you need to go to the community, especially for nonprofits, at times you have to go to the community and sit with those community members and do what we call community consultation meetings. Understand, that problem inside out, so that when you start writing it, when you understand it well, you're very convincing in your writing. But the problem we have is that we write, from literature review from our laptops, from literature written by other people, without at times taking more time to understand the community, or to contextualize the issue at the community level. So take your time, understand, take as much time as you want. In fact, I remember the last proposal I did with a client, I think it took us 2 weeks trying to figure out, to understand the problem, and what we really want to do, and planning around it. So take your time, understand your problem clearly. Once you understand your problem, then be very clear on what you want to achieve. What are your outcomes? What are your objectives? What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? So, again, based on the problems that you will encounter, remember the communities have very many problems. You then need to be able to filter that out, and from what you found, figure out then, now what do I want to achieve? What do I want to address? And what will be the outcome? So that has to be how am I going to even change the lives of these people. So what do I really want to achieve? What change do I want to see in this community? And basically that is what we call your objective. So you have to be very clear with your objective. Your objectives have to be smart. Again, if you want to learn more about smart objectives, how to define your problems, I have a course. The link is down below. Number three, what is your solution? What interventions are you going to be doing for you to achieve what you want to achieve? That has to be clearly answered before you sit down and start writing. So you have figured out your problem, you know now what you want to achieve. So your problem is, for example, poor access to water. This community doesn't have water. So what do you want to achieve? You want to increase access to the water. You want to reduce the distance from, the residential areas to where they pick water, or you want to, you want maybe to, increase access in terms of access to safe water. So the next question. So what are you going to do for you to achieve that? So you're going to build for this. You're going to probably connect, do a water connections. It's called the water network, maybe the pipelines and all that. You're going to dig a borehole. So the solution has to be very clear before you start writing. The other thing that you need to be very clear is, how are you going to change the lives of the community or of the people or your target audience? How is that going to actually happen? So how will your intervention or what your solution that you're proposing transform the lives of these people? So maybe by giving increasing access to water, maybe you're going to be giving them an opportunity to uh, engage in farming, which is likely to increase their income, or which is going to increase their production, their agricultural production, and therefore increase their income. So show a very clear link on how you're going to transform the lives of these people, and that is basically what we call impact. And it's important that you think through all these steps. How will you transform the lives of these people? Are you going to change their day-to-day, their socioeconomic status, their quality of life? So beyond just solving the problem that you have mentioned, think beyond about the impact of your problem. Now, once you have this, if you have listened to me, this is basically what I call your writing framework. So these components actually form your writing framework. Once you have them in a, I always put them in a, for me, in an Excel sheet. It doesn't have to be an Excel sheet, but in whatever format. But if you can identify these different components before you start writing your proposal, then you are likely going to find it very easy for you to write a proposal. Again, if you want to learn much, much more about how to plan for your proposals and actually how to do the actual proposal writing, I'm encouraging you to enroll in my course. You see a link below where you can directly access a free masterclass first, and then you can join my class and let us learn more, together, and how especially the application of all these things that I'm talking about. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. And before I end, I want to request that you subscribe to my channel just to keep me motivated so that I can continue doing more and more of these videos. And I really, really appreciate your feedback. Thank you.